Hello everybody, thank you for tuning in to another episode from notanalog.com. Today I'm looking at a really small speaker. It is the Logitech UE Mobile Boombox. Now UE, if you don't know, stands for Ultimate Ears. Now it's one of their brands which they use for more of their premium sort of speakers, headphones and so on. I recently reviewed their UE 9000s, an incredible pair of headphones. Now this thing is tiny. This is such a small speaker and it only weighs it's less than 300 grams, so it's really light as well. And it's just a simple to use Bluetooth speaker for music. Now, when I first unwrapped it, I actually laughed. I was laughing at the size, thinking there is no way that something like this is going to be anything decent. I mean, it's far too small. And then I stopped laughing because I actually turned it on and I was blown away at just how loud it actually is. When I first put it on, I sort of, people were sort of asking me, what the heck is that noise? Like, what are you playing? You know, and they walk into my room and they can't even see where the sound is coming from, and then they realize it's this, and they sort of get that concerned look, like how. It's really quite surprising. Now, my daily boombox that I carry around is the Jabra Soulmate. I've been using this for a while, and I do enjoy it. It is a larger speaker, so you can see the size difference there. It is a little bit bigger, and it's got 3 speakers built into it instead of the 2. Now, obviously, it's not really fair to compare them. This one's $200, this one's $100. And, you know, because this has been my daily driver, it's kind of, I'm obviously just mentally still going to compare it. I find this to be about 3/4 as loud as the Soulmate, and it's half the price. So it's kind of an interesting balance. But in my daily use, because what I usually do is I'll put it down in the middle of a big field, and then I run. So I do a lot of sprinting, and because of that, you know, the extra power of this, just that little bit extra audio does help. But if you're looking at using this sort of to carry around with you in your backpack, or take it camping with you, or barbecues and things like that, where you're going to be sitting sort of around the speaker and not relying on, you know, hearing it from a long distance, then this is going to be just fine. Just to give you an example, I'm just going to put some music on just to give you, not really you can exactly tell, but here's me talking at the same level that I was talking to before, and I'm not even sure if you can hear me very well. This is really quite loud, and the bass levels are still really good as well. Actually, when I have it resting on my desk in this room, it vibrates around. It actually moves around. It's got that much bass in it, which is really surprising. Really solid build. Doesn't feel like I'm going to break it. There's no loose sort of bits that I can break on it, which is great. On the back, really simple, sort of a bit of a breather on the back. On-off switch, indicator light for battery, a micro USB charging port, which is so simple obviously because most things take micro USB, and a 3.5mm in case you don't have Bluetooth on your phone or whatever. You can just plug an audio cable in and away you go, which is good for, say, PCs and stuff like that as well. So volume up, volume down, and Bluetooth button. It's all really self-explanatory to set it up. It took me about 5 seconds. And it's such a simple thing to use. So for $100, you can throw it in any situation, and you just know it's going to play some decent music for you. I was very surprised. I didn't expect a lot out of this, and I'm impressed. I'm impressed. It's not going to replace this basically for what I use it for, but for most people who just want to put it next to the barbecue or on the table, if you go camping, whatever, even just carrying around your backpack, like your school bag and stuff like that, a great way to share your music, really is, and it's a cheap way of doing it as well. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions, please let me know. Bye.